So 3 confirmed, 1 tentative. So if it's the tentative decides to come, it's going to be the 5 of us. So for now, let me just stick with 4 of us.
Yes.
So we have an organization, it's called the 625 movement. And 625 essentially means June 25th. And the reason we formed this organization is, if you can remember, last year in Kenya, there were massive protests from June 18th all the way to June 25th. 26th, 25th was the peak where so many young Kenyans were killed because of protesting the draconian finance bill that was being pushed over by the IMF to us. So in order to remember those names and keep those memories alive, we decided to form our organization and name it like that.
To keep it alive.
Yes.
Can you tell us some of what you have done in Kenya and outside of Kenya? The
Yes.
625 movement.
Yes,
We
actually, we
saw
just
you in the Kenya Times. We saw you in the Kenya Times, girl. But go ahead.
thank you. So pretty much the whole Kenyan Times is a whole story. So what we've been doing is we've been doing civic education. So we have a spot here in DC known as the Sankofa, where we've been teaching about the politics of Kenya. We started from colonization from pre-colonization to colonization to independence period to the Kenya now. That is something we've been doing. We've also expanded to Kenya, where we have people on the ground, Kenyans on the ground, doing civic education as well, in rural parts of Kenya. So teaching about the importance of elections and why young people, we should vote, because the only weapon we have as young Kenyans is the ID card. Not the ID card, the election. The only way we can remove Ruto is by voting. The other thing that we do currently, we do human rights. On October 1st, 2 of our associates were abducted in Uganda after they attended a Bobi Wine rally. It's been 34 days they have been incommunicado. So we've been trying to lobby, trying to create awareness, doing everything that we can here in Kenya. They've been doing protests, drafting habeas corpuses, anything that we can to have them released. So what else do? We have a play coming up on November 23rd here in DC, where we'll be doing
play. And what is the play about?
It's called The Trial of Dedan Kimathi. So Dedan Kimathi was one of the Mau Mau revolutionaries.
Yes, I know.
Yes, so we've been doing that. And
when is the play? I wish I could come to it. I could see it. When is
it's
the play?
going to be online. Now, November 23rd, we're going to live stream it. And if we don't live stream it, we're going to put it on YouTube.
Okay, so we can carry it as well.
Yes, and the whole Nairobi Times is also one thing that we do. We've decided that for us here in the DMV, in DC, for those members of the 625 here, we've decided it is our job to call out politicians. We are non-partisan, so we don't care who you are. So the reason I was even on the Kenyan Times, the former vice president of Kenya, who was impeached by Ruto, was here. And he had been perpetuating tribal narratives, because the politicians in Kenya like to divide us by tribe, and that's how they stay in power. And he's using the tribe that I'm from as a shield and a weapon, right? And people think he's protecting them, but he's doing it for himself. He's just the same as Ruto. So I was calling him out to his face and letting him know. We've done that with other politicians who have visited here, because we believe as young Kenyans here in the diaspora, it is our time to take action and call these people, because they take advantage of the diaspora. The diaspora raises money and funds these people. When they go for these elections, they don't even do what is needed for Kenyans. They just do it for themselves in the name of Kenyans, in the name of, I'm from this tribe, I will cover you. So we are saying, we don't care who you are. We don't care if you hate Ruto. We already hate Ruto, but we are not going to let you stand on our backs and say you hate Ruto just to take advantage of our movement.
Wow.
Yes, so we are not allowing that. So we are hoping that as we grow, we will usher in a new set of leaders young revolutionary, those who understand what's going on in terms of neocolonialism, those who understand Pan-Africanism. That way we can reform our country. I think it's time for the old guard in Kenya to rest and to allow young people to step in those positions of power. But as we do this, we also understand that needs a lot of mind work to be done in Kenya, because even if we remove all these people and there's still young people who don't understand how neocolonialism works, don't understand the importance of upholding integrity and understanding how everything works together. You know, it's not just about Kenya or Uganda or Tanzania or Barbados. Somehow all these things work together, and I'll get into a little bit of that with what I've seen with your cybercrime bill. So that is something else that we are doing. Also, we've created a freedom school where we haven't started, but we'll start learning about ideologies and start shaping the Kenyan politics from a tribal-based politics to an ideology-based politics. This is something we envision is going to take 10, 15, 20 years, but we are still going to do it.
Wow. Mr. Bob, you hear what these young people are doing. This is very, and she was telling me that most of them are in their 20s, right?
Yes.
Yes, inspiring. Yes,
Wow, this is
and I hope
powerful.
that
Mr. Bob, go right ahead.
I just want to welcome her unofficially to Barbados. But when she comes, I'm sure she will get an official welcome, and I hope that she enjoys her stay. And I'm encouraging a lot of our Barbadian young people to go out and listen to these people who have shared their experiences and their knowledge, and will give them. And I'm hoping I give our young people a grounding and a focus, especially when it comes to politics and participating in elections, because it determines their future. They can't afford to sit out. And I want that to be impressed on our Barbadian youth, that when all the partying and the fetting is finished, we still have to live here.
Correct. Correct. And I see, is Farton part of your group?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so we brought that person in. Is a male or female?
Female. Fatun is female.
Fortune. Okay, I'm sorry. Fortune. Fortune, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Great to have you. We wish you could turn on your camera. That would be lovely. But can you?
I'm not in a position to at the moment, but I wish I could.
All right. Well, are you one of those that's confirmed that you will be in Barbados?
Yes, I'll be joining.
You'll be joining. Well, we are really, really looking forward to meet the 625 movement here in Barbados. And you're going to be this is Savvy on the Bay. The Tech Charge Youth Line is at 7 o'clock this Friday, actually. And then the National Youth Rally is where you're going to be speaking at Valentine, Githae. It's going to be on the 8th, and then the forum, the youth forum, where you guys are going to participate in that youth forum, is going to be on the Sunday, with the or Sunday the 9th, and they call that the youth in action. So let me speak with Fortune. Fortune, I'm hearing so much about your organization, and I'm so impressed. I want to find out from you what part of it for you as a young person, or actually, I need to ask you what caused you to want to be part of the 624 movement.
I believe and feel like our government has a lot in terms of learning and growing and changing some things that are going on or ongoing. And I feel like a lot of or a big change is supposed to take place because you can hear me well.
Yes, we're hearing you well. We're hearing you well.
Yeah, because it's affecting us, the youth, the old people. I think
Mm-hmm.
we should learn and look forward to unlearning some things to better our government, our people, and just generally ourselves.
Yes, I love how you say to unlearn some things, and I'm getting that from Val because she's talking about changing the mindsets and etc. Are you looking forward to being in Barbados, Fortune?
Yes, I look forward to it. Yes.
Why? What about it? What are you? Are you? Can I ask you? You're in your 20s too?
Yes.
And what are you looking forward to in Barbados?
Well, I'm looking forward to.
She's something there with the probably Wi-Fi.
Yes, I'm looking forward to joining. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, we're hearing you. It's a little you're starting and stopping, but we're hearing.
Yeah, I'll try and find a better connection.
Yes, okay. All right. In the meantime, while you do that, let's talk to Valentine Githae some more. So Valentine Githae, as you I don't want you to give your speech now of what you're going to, but what's going on? Because you look like you are like a Martin Luther King or somebody. You look young, but I'm telling you, you're not easy. So tell me what's going on in your mind. What's that overarching thing that you believe that you want to, as you think about Barbados, as you study about Barbados, what's that thing that is growing inside of you that you want to share? Don't give us your speech yet, though.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm excited. What I'm looking forward is I've been having conversations and trying to understand a little bit about the politics of Barbados. And what I'm wanting to share is the similarities between that I think I will speak about. I don't think I can keep it to myself about sheep in wolves' clothing. I think that's the best thing. And the similarities between these wolves between Kenya and Barbados, because they are very similar. And like I mentioned, incidences happening in your country are not isolated to what's happening in Kenya. When I joined this meeting, I heard you talking about housing. I didn't understand everything, but in Kenya, we also have a housing crisis where the government is creating affordable housing, but they're pretty much ripping people off.
Mm.
So all these things, like I said, they are not isolated. So I'm really looking forward to digging into this. I'm also looking forward to the food. I'm looking forward to, to the seeing the beach, and hopefully it's warm over there. So I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, I'm
Yes, it's
pretty
warm.
excited.
It's very warm. It's very warm.
Yeah.
Yes, and that we don't have too much rain, that you can enjoy. I hope you're staying near to the beach regardless. The beach is near. We're always near to the beach in Barbados.
Okay.
So you should be having a great time when you get here. So is there anything else? Let's see if Fortuna now has a better connection. Fortune, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Right. So, anything you want to say to Barbados, Fortune,
Um,
before we go?
I'm looking forward to learning how the government works there, and I'm looking forward to meet new people, interact, and also enjoy the weather and the place and the culture.
Oh, excellent. I have to ask you all one more question. Fortune, I'm going to ask you. Somebody listening to you, I can't see you, but listening to you said, why these little young people believe they can really change, their country? Why should we even listen to them? Can they really do it? Have you anybody has ever said that to you? And when they say to you, what do you say to them?
I feel like we are the change that are needed because for the, I'd say in this way, the elderly people, they tend to just sit with what they know or what they used to and do not try and explore or like open their minds to new things or just in general be open-minded more and learn and unlearn things. And I feel like we are, as young people, are open to that, and we're willing to push these things and do a better and a change for us and for our future, because we are growing and we're really open-minded to such things, and I feel like we are the change that are needed.
Yes, yes, yes. And very well said, Fortune. Looking forward to having a longer conversation with you when you get here. And so I'm going to let Valentine Githae give us the final word there. And it's the same question. Somebody looking at you, you're young, you are a female, you're a black female. What are you talking about, changing a country? How is that going to happen?
Yeah, I think Africa and the Caribbean, or in essential developing countries, are ready or are ripe for revolution. And the reason I'm saying this, in the last few months, this year we've seen what? Nepal, was it last year? Nepal, Madagascar, Morocco. We saw Kenya last year. Today we are seeing Tanzania, right? And that is gonna continue spreading all the way to the Caribbean. Just even having this forum shows that young people are getting ready. It starts like this, are getting ready to make the necessary steps to change their country. And I remember when we were young, they'll tell us, the world belongs to the young, or your time will come, for the young. This is our time. So if you're young and you're sitting and someone is still telling you your time will come, no, your time is now, and when it comes to change, everyone plays a role. It doesn't matter. Sometimes you might think your role is small, but there is no small role. Just talking to someone about new information, sharing a flyer, sharing a TikTok, talking about politics or ideology, that in itself, that is a very big, big difference. The worst thing is to be silent. Silence is complicity. So I think we are ready. Our forefathers, I feel like the Kenyan Gen Zs, and I like to say the Zillennials as well, because I am one. I'm like in the middle of both worlds. The spirit of our forefathers, the Mau Mau, flows in all of us. And that's why we are ready to do what needs to be done, of course, peacefully. We want to differentiate ourselves from the old guard, which has the monopoly of power and violence. We want to do this in the right way, peacefully. So yeah, we're going to do this. We've been doing this, and time is coming where we are going to get to where we need to be.
Yes, I believe so. I believe so. And I remember Janine would have met you virtually on this forum. You were on the show along with Janine. And so I know she'd be very happy to meet you in person. And those of you who remember when she was on, you were telling her, bring the Kenyan. Well, she's coming. And there were two of you at the time. And so we are happy that you are coming, Val, and looking forward to a great, great session, and hoping that. But what you have to say, adults will benefit to you. I think you. Do you think adults need to hear what you have to say?
Yes, everybody, like I say, there's no small role, there's no big role. Even us, we can learn. Like we always say we can always learn from the elderly, and just learn from the mistakes that they did, right? We don't do those mistakes, and that comes from learning and listening to them. And I was talking to someone a couple of months ago. So this guy is Malcolm X. This
Yes.
man is the surviving member of Malcolm X's party. And he was telling a friend of mine who told me that the biggest mistake that they did, his name is Peter Bailey, that the biggest mistake that they did during organizing when they were young is, let's say they had a meeting of 50 people and only 10 people came. They focused on getting the 40, right? Instead of focusing on solidifying the 10.
Wow. Say that
Because,
again.
yes.
Girl. Say that again.
The biggest mistake that they did was focusing on the many who did not come instead of solidifying the few who came. Because once you solidify those few who came and you have quality, they bring other quality, and that's how the movement grows. So those are some of the things we can learn. So I think it's absolutely necessary. And also what we are doing in Kenya, right? Like our parents have said they're going to vote who we tell them to vote. So
yeah, I heard that. I heard that. In fact, when I was there, there's a young man who was taking us around, and he said, Marcia, what we did, we actually hid their voting card, and and we tell them who to vote because they don't really understand everything. So as I heard that, I remember him telling me that.
Yeah, that's something we're telling our parents who they need to vote. And there was talk, but I don't think, Kenyans joke a lot. They're like, we're going to take your voter's card if you're not going to vote for the right person, because we don't want people to vote on tribe again. And another thing that we are doing as the 625, we've created a voter's guide. We have our first draft ready. And the plan is to have it reduced to a simple language for all Kenyans to understand, and then hopefully translate it to all. Or
say the name of it. It's called a voter's guide. So
yes, a voter's
guide. About that quickly.
So the voter's guide is going to pretty much entail what do you need before you vote. You need your ID. How do you register to vote and stuff like that. But also it's going to have questions of before you vote, look at the track record of this person. What did this person do before? What has this person done now? What are you looking to benefit? If you look at now, are you gonna benefited from this person being our member of parliament? So having to start bringing those set of questions to people before they vote, not because someone told them, I am from your Kikuyu tribe, I am from your Luo tribe, vote for me. No.
Wow, that is really, really. I am looking forward to sitting and chatting with you all. I know you want to go to the beach. But even if I have to come and sit down on the beach just to talk with you all, because I got to pull that in. I'm young too.
Yes. A Gen Z is a mindset.
Gen Z. Wow. Did you all hear that? Gen Z is a mindset. Yes. I'm Gen Z.
Yes, you are. Everybody is Gen Z. So long as they're with us, they're Gen Z.
Did you all hear that, people? Gen Z is a mindset. Come on. Well, thank you so much. I could talk to you for the whole night, Githae, Val, but I know you want to rest up your body. You'll be here on Thursday, and hopefully we'll be there to meet you and when you come in. Okay, so God bless.